You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Robin Ganzert, and we're getting ready to celebrate the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week. This is the longest running week in American history. It's been around since 1915, and American Humane Association launched this week to celebrate the power of the bond between kids and animals. And that's our historic mission at American Humane Association. We've been working with children and animals for almost 140 years. And now we're getting ready to celebrate the power of the love of animals in our children's lives with a special, very special radio show. This show will be featuring children and their love and their stories about their animals. Let's get going, and here's our very first guest, Catherine. Catherine, hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. Catherine, can you tell us what is your favorite animal? You can say what.
Dogs.
Dogs. That's wonderful. Do you have a very special dog in your life?
Well, I have my two pet dogs, Cora and Rhett, and I really like them.
What makes them so special, Catherine?
Well, Rhett sometimes is really funny, and Cora just acts like a sweetheart.
Oh, so Cora is a sweetheart and Rhett is funny.
And playful.
And playful. That's wonderful. So tell me about Cora and Rhett. They're playful, they're funny. Do you love them?
Yes, I love Cora because she's just sweet and calm, and Rhett because he's funny and jumpy.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Do you know any cats? Do you have any cats in your life?
Well, I used to have two cats named Deacon and Max. I really liked Max. He was a really good cat. Every morning when I went to school, I would see him, and me and my brother would pet him before we went to school.
What happened to Deacon and Max?
Well, Deacon died when I was in preschool, and Max died when I was in first grade, I think.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Do you miss them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that you love these animals so much, and they've been in a very special place in your heart. Can you just tell our listeners, what is your favorite animal from a zoo? Do you like to go to zoos? And what's your favorite animal from in visiting a zoo?
Lions.
Lions? Why do you like lions?
I like lions because they're big and furry, and they're cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I like the way they roar.
Can you do a roar for our listeners?
Roar!
That's wonderful. Catherine, thank you so much for being our first guest on this edition of Pet Life Radio, Be Humane with Dr. Robin Ganzert. And listeners, we'll be right back with some more very special stories from wonderful kids who love their animals as we celebrate the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
I'm not much of a reader, but I do wish I were more well-read.
There are so many great books coming out. I wish I could find a way to keep up.
Audible.com makes it easy to stay well-informed and catch up on your reading simply by listening. Audiobooks from Audible turn downtime into uptime. You'll be more productive and become well-read.
Now I'm able to catch up on all the great books I've been wanting to read.
With Audible, I feel smarter.
Pet Life Radio listeners, try Audible.com now and get your first 30 days of Audible Listener Gold membership plan free. And get a free audiobook. Choose from over 100,000 titles. To get this great deal, go to audibledeals.com. That's audibledeals.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Robin Ganzert with this week's episode of Be Humane. So excited because we're here with kids celebrating the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week. I'm joined now by Grace and Asher, and they're here to share their stories of animals. How are you all doing today?
Great, thank you. I'm doing awesome.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about the animals you have in your lives?
I have an 8-week-old boxer puppy and a 7-month-old English Golden and a ragdoll cat.
Wow, Grace, you have a lot of animals in your life. Oh my goodness, tell us their names.
Clarabelle is our cat, Ruby is our puppy boxer, and Pisgah is our English Golden.
That's wonderful. So what do these animals mean to you?
They mean a lot to me. We've lost a lot of dogs in the past couple years, so to have more animals in my life means a lot to me.
That's wonderful. That's great. Well, Asher, do you have some special animals in your life?
I have one that I own right now. I don't really know what to call him. Right now, I'll just kind of call him an English coon fox, I think. I like him a lot.
Tell us his name.
His name is Dutch because he looks sort of like a cow.
Your dog looks like a cow. Are you sure it's not a cow?
It's a dog, not a cow.
That's great. That's great. Where did you find this wonderful dog?
Well, we found him on a farm, and we actually got him for free.
You got him for free, and you're sure he's not a cow?
I'm sure he's not a cow.
What makes you love that incredible dog that looks like a cow?
He will go for anything, and he'll go for his ball all the time. And if you throw him a ball, he's off for it.
That's great. So he likes to chase balls. Do you like to chase balls?
Not really.
So,
he does.
That's great. That's great. Grace, tell me a little bit more about that cat. You mentioned you had that precious cat as well. We all love cats and dogs at American Humane, and cows and horses. How about that? So tell us a little bit about your cat.
My cat has gone through 3 dogs, I think, and so
What do you mean gone through 3 dogs? Is this cat chasing out the dogs? What's going on?
Well, we got her with our 3rd dog for me named Chloe, and we got her as a kitten, and then she's gone through Boone, our 4th dog, and then we have our 2 now. So she's kind of gone through everything, so she knows what it's like to have puppies.
That's great. So she gets them indoctrinated into the house, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
So tell us about these puppies. I mean, what are you doing to train your puppies? And tell us a little bit about that.
We go to classes. We started out, Pisgah went to PetSmart for a little bit on classes, and so she's doing really well. And Ruby, we got her from Imster Boxers, and we really like them because she already knows her name and she knows how to do a few commands, so it's really nice.
That's wonderful. And it's great that you're taking your puppies to classes because we both learn when we go to class. Isn't that right?
Yes, we both do.
That's great. You're both, having so much fun with these special animals in your lives. Can you tell us, how are you sharing your love for animals as you look at the 99th anniversary? Y'all are way too young to even know what 99 years means, but it's a really long time. So do you talk about your love for animals with your friends and your neighbors?
Yes, definitely. We love playing pretend animals, and we love having pretend animals, so it's really fun.
That's great. That's great. How about you, Asher?
Yeah, we actually, I like telling people what my favorite animal is a lot.
Well, tell us, you've got this great, great dog, because I know one of your favorite animals, but what other favorite animals do you just love?
I like the panda.
You like pandas. That's wonderful. Pandas are awesome. Tell us why you love a panda.
They're just big, fat, and cuddly.
That's great. That's great. How about you, Grace?
I love my dogs and my cats, and I love all animals, really. I think that they give you comfort.
They give you comfort. That's so true. That's so true. We do love our animals. Can you tell us one funny story about an animal in your life? One very funny story.
We have a boat, and so some of our dogs are very, very scared of water. And so our last dog, he weighed 100 pounds, and so he did not like the water. So whenever he swam, his paws just went everywhere. So it was really funny.
Well, thank you, Grace and Asher. And what are you going to do this week to celebrate Be Kind to Animals? Are you going to tell all your friends?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, we'll be right back with Pet Life Radio. This is Dr. Robin Ganzert.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Petco, where the pets go.
Petco, where the pets go.
Pet Life Radio has tail-wagging, fur-flying, fabulous deals for our listeners from Petco. Get $6 off your order of $60 or more and up to 40% off the entire Petco site. That's right. But that's not all. Because you're a Pet Life Radio listener, you'll also get free shipping on your order of $49 or more. $6 off, up to 40% off, and free shipping. From Pet Life Radio and Petco. To get these awesome deals, go to PetcoDeals.com. That's PetcoDeals.com.
Petco, where the pets go.
I love animals. They are my friends. They are my children. They are the furry feathers and kids. They are my family. They understand me. That's how I love my pets.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter, available in iTunes.
Victoria Schaefer, aspiring actress, babysitter extraordinaire, college student, and animal enthusiast, is on her own for the first time in New York City. Follow Victoria and her two dogs, Rue and Echo, as she cares for her furry friends and juggles home life and career, all the while managing to survive in the world's most hectic city. The exciting animal adventures and secret stories from both ends of the leash that make up the Tales of the City.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back. This is Robin Ganzert on Be Humane on Pet Life Radio. We're celebrating the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week, and I'm here with two very special young men. Kids who love animals is the theme of our show today. And I'm here with Benjamin and Micah, and I'm looking forward to hearing their stories about the animals in their lives. Benjamin, tell me about your special animals.
I have two Cavaliers.
Two Cavaliers, that's puppy dogs, right?
Yes.
What are their names?
Cora and Rhett.
Cora and Red. Do you love Cora and Red?
Yes.
Where's Scarlet? You don't know the story of Rhett and Scarlet, do you? Well, I think you're mighty young for that, that's for sure. Well, tell us, why do you love these animals, Benjamin?
They're cute and they're playful.
And playful? Do you have any funny stories about Cora and Rhett?
Yeah, sometimes Rhett will dig under the fence and escape.
What happens when Rhett escapes from your backyard?
We chase him down the street.
And he's safe, right? You get him back every time? That's great. And you're going to try to fix that fence?
My dad has already fixed it.
Oh, good, because we want to keep Rhett inside the backyard, don't we?
Yes.
Good. Well, Micah, tell us about the animals in your life.
Well, we used to have a dog called Jed, but he's passed on. He was a really good, loyal dog. But now we have an animal called Dutch, and he looks a lot like a cow, actually, so we call him Dutch after the Holstein cow, from Holland, so...
Well, your brother must have been in here earlier talking about this cow dog named Dutch. So our listeners are going to be just amazed. I need to get a photo of Dutch so we can put him on the website so people can see about this Holstein cow-looking dog. Tell us more about Dutch.
Well, there aren't really any funny stories except the time that we bought him a basketball, and he popped it within the first 6 minutes.
The first 6 minutes he popped a basketball? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was a cheap basketball from Walmart, but we thought it would hold up.
And it didn't, did it? It sounds like Dutch may need some Kong toys, something that's more indestructible.
The tennis balls, he lives for the tennis balls. If you throw him a tennis ball, he'll basically do anything to get it before it reaches the ground.
Oh, that sounds great. Tell us, why do you love Dutch so much?
Just because he's a fun dog to be around. If he stood up, he'd be like 6 feet tall, and he has a 6 foot tall heart too.
Oh, a 6 foot tall heart. Isn't that beautiful? That's just fantastic. Well, it sounds like this dog is a very, very special dog, and it sounds like to me that he has a special place in your heart. How long have you had Dutch in your life?
I'm not quite sure. I think we've had him about 2 years, and when we first got him, he was really sick.
What did he have?
I think he had heartworms or something, but he was not very well, and evidently he's pretty well now.
So have you taken him to your local veterinarian to get him cured, haven't you?
Yeah, it's amazing how much he's grown since he was a puppy.
I bet. And a puppy in a good home where he's getting great medical care and great food. That's wonderful. Micah, are you the one in the house that has to take care of Dutch, giving him water and food every day?
Actually, my sister Aber does a lot of that. I'll give her credit for doing that because I don't really feed him or give him water unless my mom asks him to. Aber does it voluntarily.
Well, Aber didn't tell us that when she came into the interview. How about that? She should have shared that story. That's wonderful. So she is the one who really does care for Dutch. That's wonderful. But it sounds like your whole family takes great care of Dutch, which is wonderful. Have you ever had a cat in your life?
My dad does not like cats. My mom does not like cats. My dad likes them, but my mom just never really been big on them. Too much claws, she says.
Too many claws. Oh, my goodness. Well, cats need a lot of help now. And I know, Benjamin, you used to have some cats. Can you tell us a little bit about cats in your life?
I had 2 cats. One was a black and gold cat, and one was a black cat. And they lived to be 17 and 15.
Wow.
They were outdoor cats.
Wow. So you took mighty good care of these cats if they lived to 15 and 17 as outdoor kitties. That's wonderful. Well, that means that those kitties were around well before you were born.
Yeah, my mom got them before she was even married to my dad, so.
Wow. And how old are you, Benjamin?
I'm 10.
10 years old. Micah, how old are you?
I'm 12.
12. That's great. Well, as we celebrate Be Kind to Animals Week, we celebrate not just the animals in our homes who are very special, dogs like Dutch and those kitties and Cora and Rhett, those precious dogs. We also celebrate the wild animals that we share our world with. Can you tell us, what's your favorite wild animal?
I like the crappie fish, honestly, the ones that are around here. We go fishing every weekend. Actually, more than every weekend. Yeah, we catch a lot of crappies. They're really good fish.
That's great. So what do you do with these crappies when you catch them?
Well, we release them, and just this past time we kept them in a bucket and then released them at the end. But we just enjoy looking at them, and then we release them again.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. How about you, Benjamin?
I like a bobcat.
You like bobcats. Tell us about why you love bobcats.
I was at my beach near marshes, and we were driving, and we saw a bobcat, and it was really cool because it was big and
bobcats are cool, and it's great to be able to see them out in the wild now, isn't it? Because there's not too many of them around.
Nope, that's very cool.
Very, very cool. At your beach, did you also see alligators?
Yeah, that's an area where there are a lot of big alligators.
Big alligators, huh? Did you stay away from them?
Yeah, we looked at them through the car. So.
Through the car. That's probably the best place to look at an alligator is through your car, right?
Yep.
That's great. That's great. Well, so tell us, share with our listeners any sort of funny stories as you think about animals. Do you love funny cat videos? Do you see things that you love about animals that are funny and make you smile?
Yeah, I watch these shows on Animal Planet called America's Cutest. Cats and dogs and animals do different stuff, and it's very funny.
What makes them funny?
Just how they react. Like, this cat would get on the railing and slide down on his back to get down the steps.
Would your mother let you do that in your house?
Probably not. And
I bet not.
Yeah. And I saw a dog on that video that had a little kiddie pool. And he loved it so much he tried to bring it in the house.
He tried to bring a kiddie pool in the house, and this was a dog?
Yeah, this was just one medium-sized bulldog.
Oh, my goodness. And did he ever get it in the house?
Yes. After dumping all the water out, he got it in the house.
Oh, my goodness. Now, again, these are animals that you're seeing on TV, funny animal videos that you're watching on television, right?
Yep.
So Cora and Rhett aren't bringing in a little mini pool right now into your home?
Probably not, no.
That's great. How about you, Micah?
Actually, newts are kind of funny to watch in themselves, just the way they wiggle around.
That's great. So tell us why you think newts are funny. They're wiggling. What else?
Well, basically the wiggling, it's just funny to see them walk because they just bend their body and it takes so much effort for them to walk. It's hilarious.
That's great. That's great. Well, you're both young gentlemen who love animals. And, as we celebrate the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
be good to the animals because some of them might not be here if you don't.
That's beautiful, Micah. How about you, Benjamin?
And don't hunt animals that are endangered. Just leave them alone. And if zoos can or rehabilitation places, take them there and let them make their population more. So,
wise words from two kids who are living what it is to be kind to animals. This is Dr. Robin Ganzert with Pet Life Radio. Be humane. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Dyson. The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to DysonDeals.com. DysonDeals.com to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Blake here with my sidekick Super Smiley, the giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways. You're listening to Pet Life Radio, and I'd like to tell you about our brand new show, A Super Smiley Adventure. Our show explores adventures with animals. They can be traveling, out in the world trips, or inner journeys where our animals lead us to inspiration and self-discovery, or just plain fun adventures. Join us here on Pet Life Radio on A Super Smiley Adventure. Good boy.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Robin Ganzert. Be humane on Pet Life Radio. Welcome back. This week's episode, we're celebrating the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals. This is the longest-running celebratory week in American history. Founded back in 1915, as American Humane Association reached out to the children in this country to help teach values of compassion and respect for all living creatures. This week's episode's devoted to talking to kids today, and here I am with Robert. Robert, how old are you?
I'm 14.
I understand you have animals in your home.
Yes, I have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
3 dogs and 2 cats. Tell us about how they get along.
My cats get along great. In fact, they greet me every time I get back from school.
So you get greeted by cats? How about those dogs?
They're great.
That's wonderful. I understand, Robert, that you have had horses as well.
Yes, I used to participate in horse shows.
In horse shows? So you're an accomplished equestrian. Any blue ribbons?
Several.
Who taught you how to ride, Robert?
My Nana.
Your Nana? I understand your Nana also brought you home some kittens for a very special holiday.
Yep, they brought me home my kittens when I was 10 years old on my 10th birthday.
For your 10th birthday, how about that? Kittens for your birthday. What a nice gift. Did you have to learn how to care for those kittens?
Yes.
What do kittens and cats need?
They need proper hygiene, health, respect. They need their own independence and space, too.
Independence and space, because cats are different than dogs, aren't they?
Very different.
That's very, very true. You know, Robert, as you think about your love for animals, what are a couple of words that come to mind?
Compassion and love.
Compassion and love. That's fantastic. You know, animals sometimes have a hard life out there in this country. There's a lot of animals who need forever homes. What would you tell your friends who are thinking about adopting a pet?
Go ahead and adopt a pet, otherwise it might be even euthanized.
And that's very true. So many of our shelters today, our animal shelters, are overcrowded. And it's a good thing to remind your friends to go to animal shelters to make an adoption. Is that right?
Very right.
Have you been to an animal shelter?
Yes.
And those dogs and cats need homes, don't they?
Yes, they do.
So as we celebrate the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week, Robert recommends we all go to our local shelter, open up our hearts and our homes to bring home a new furry best friend. I'm here as we're celebrating the 99th anniversary of Be Kind to Animals Week, and I have 2 very special guests. I'd like to introduce you to...
Nate Bombry.
How old are you?
Almost 10.
Almost 10 years old. How about that? And I think you're here today with your big sister?
Madeline Bombry.
And Madeline, how old are you?
11.
11 years old. I think you all have some special stories to share about some cats in your life. Am I right? Madeline, would you like to tell us about your cats?
Well, we rescued 4 domestic short-haired cats that were wandering around our neighborhood. They were Black Suit, Junior, Tabby, and Oreo. Black Suit is she's a really feral cat. She was her entire life. Mm-hmm. And Junior is one of the kittens, and he's so sweet. And Tabby, she is another kitten. Mm-hmm. And Oreo was the father of all the cats, and he was a really sweet kitty.
Well, tell us a little bit more about how you found them or how they found you.
Well, they just showed up at our house, and we started feeding them, and they came around, and now they're our cats.
It's wonderful. Have you ever had a cat or a dog before?
We used to have a dog, but I was really little, so I don't remember.
So you don't remember your dog. So these are the first animals that you really remember in your family. Am I right?
Yeah.
What did you love about those kitties that really just melted your heart?
Well, they were so loving, and they just wanted to rub up against you all the time, and they were just really sweet. But they weren't like most cats that were kind of standoffish. They were really sweet to us.
And even though they were wild kitties, feral kitties, they were still sweet. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
When you found these kitties and you fell in love with them, what did you do right away?
Well, we first gave them names, and they were we first thought that the dad was a girl and the mama was the boy, so we named them differently, but we changed them later when we figured that out.
How did you figure that out? Maybe did you go to the veterinarian?
Yes, we went to the veterinarian. They said that he was a boy, not a girl.
So a little bit of confusion on which was the boy and which is the girl, because it's very hard in kitties, isn't it? Yeah.
How to tell.
And what else did the veterinarian tell you?
He said that they were all fine, and he gave them the shots, that they were all fine and they didn't have any diseases.
That's wonderful. I noticed on your kitties that you have collars. Am I right?
Yes.
I know that you helped choose those collars.
Yep.
That's great. What do you love about those kittens?
That they will just rub up against you, and they will play with you, and they'll just snuggle up with you.
Snuggle up with you. Isn't that special? Do you have a favorite one?
Yes.
What's the name of your favorite one?
Oreo.
Oreo. Madeline, can you tell us the name of the kitties again? I know it's Oreo and...
Tabby, Junior, Black Suit, and Garfield.
You have a lot of those kitties. What did you do when you took them to the veterinarian? Did the veterinarian tell you about how to be a good pet parent?
Yes, he did. And then we first researched online, because we didn't know much about cats since we never ever owned one. So we looked up on the internet, and we asked the vet on how to take care of them and what they eat. Make sure you don't feed them something that they can't eat, which we've later learned that they can't drink milk.
They can't drink milk? Did the vet talk to you about getting them spayed and neutered?
Yeah, he said that you need to spay and neuter them, because if you don't, then there will be more and more kittens every day, and that's how the shelters are full of animals, and it's really sad because they have to put them down.
Exactly right. You know, we talk a lot about shelters and how they're overcrowded, and kitties in particular have a really hard time finding a forever loving home. So your home, you didn't just adopt one kitty, you adopted a lot of kitties, and they seemed to find you, didn't they? What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of weird. I don't know why they showed up at our house. It's we didn't have any animals, but we don't know why they showed up at our house, but they did, and we're glad that we have them now.
You're glad that you have them now. I love that. And they showed up. Did you have a secret sign in your yard that says, "Kitties, please come, just don't tell Mom and Dad"? Did you have that?
No.
No, are you sure?
Yep.
Tell us a funny story about what these kittens have done. Now they're full grown, so they're no longer kittens, but tell us one funny story about them.
Well, when Black Suit was upstairs, she got scared, and then it was so funny because she's overrated. Mm-hmm. So it was funny because she went squeezed under Malon's small bed.
She squeezed under there because she's a little bit overweight?
Because she was scared.
Oh, she was scared. She was scared. Did you get her out?
She just came out when she wanted to.
Isn't that amazing about cats? They do what they want to do, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're kind of independent, aren't they?
Yeah.
What funny story do you have to share?
Well, just yesterday we saw Garfield. He was on top of our swing set, and so he was walking on there and like just sitting there, just standing there, like acting like he was the king. But it's funny how they go down, because they go down that beam and land on top of the playhouse, and then they slide down the slide all the way down. It's funny because they just he just sits there and he just slides all the way down. I've seen him do that.
So Garfield's the king?
Yes. And Black Suit's the queen.
And Black Suit's the queen. How about that? You know, I know these animals have touched your life. This is the first time you've had animals in your home, right? So tell us a little bit about why you love these precious kittens.
Well, I just love them because they all need love, and they also are really sweet, but they all need love, and there's so many cats there that can't take them all. I wish I could, but you can't take all of the cats there, so we love them because they're just really sweet, and they've been not typical cat, been really nice.
That's beautiful. How have these kittens touched your heart?
Well, they always made everything funny because they do silly things inside and outside when I see them.
They make you laugh?
Yeah.
And do you like to give them big hugs?
Some of the times I just kiss them and I try to hold them, but they keep on just getting down.
Cats, they have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're really, really independent. But you know what I love about your story of cats? They chose you two. How about that? How does that make you feel? They chose you two.
It feels like we're special because they chose us.
That's beautiful. You feel that you're special, those kitties chose you. How powerful is that? What final comments do you have for our listeners? What do you want to tell the world about your precious kitties and how much you love them?
That I super love my cats, and they are the best cats alive.
How about that super love? How about you?
Well, they always are nice, and sometimes they can get when they swat, they don't put out their nails.
They don't put out their nails. You know why?
Because they don't want to hurt you. They're just trying to give you a warning.
That's exactly right. Now, how cool is that?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That's exactly right. Well, listen, guys, you have made Be Kind to Animals Week so very special for me, so thank you for being part of the show. You know, as you go out next week and celebrate Be Kind to Animals Week, what are you going to tell your friends?
That you need to spay and neuter them because they are really overpopulated, and that cats are awesome. So are dogs.
How about you?
Well, if you get a cat, you should always make sure it doesn't have rabies. And you should take care of it and don't overfeed them.
And take them to an animal doctor.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, I think I'm hearing this afternoon that cats rock. So as we think about Be Kind to Animals Week, let's all remember to open up our homes to these beautiful felines, just as this wonderful family has. This is Dr. Robin Ganzert with Pet Life Radio. That wraps our show today. This has been a terrific way to celebrate Be Kind to Animals Week, now in its 99th year. Let's remember this week to always be humane, and let's make every week Be Kind to Animals Week. Next week, we'll be reporting from the halls of Congress as we bring the innovative Canines and Childhood Cancer Study to members of Congress in our first congressional briefing on this innovative clinical trial. We'll be joined by Naomi Judd, country superstar and legend, as well as a number of therapy dog teams and their handlers. Looking forward to reporting directly from Congress in next week's episode. Thanks so much, and let's remember, Be Kind to Animals Week, and let's be humane.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.